Hey guys. So today I'm feeling to talk about evolved paradigms of relationships, of friendships, of partnerships, soulmates, soul family, intentional communities, intentional groups, the power that can be found in these connections, and how to really shift yourself into a new paradigm when it comes to the connections in your life, when it comes to the people in your world. And how do you really make a transition with your relationships, with your friendships, so that you feel that they are nourishing this new version of you and they are not just coming from the conditioned perspective and really trying to reinforce who you used to be when you believed in that conditioned identity? So many souls want this, but they don't successfully make a transition into this paradigm. So let's talk about some of those reasons. Let's talk about some of the things that you can activate in yourself to bring yourself into a new paradigm of the relationships and all areas that you are experiencing. And yeah, let's talk about the release of residue from the more conditioned relationships and who you used to be, and see how this affects your current desires around who you magnetize into your life and how we can shift that. Okay, but first a quote. This is from Quo. This is from the book called The Teachings of Aaron. And Quo is a beautiful book. It honestly, I love it so much. It's one that you have and you drop in and you read every now and again, and like you read a chapter, and it's just so beautiful. So Quo teaches from the law of one as well. So it would be possible to work through the lessons of love without other entities, but it would not be probable. It is the mirrors that touch your life that give you the information to turn within and little by little find ways to deepen the love that you have for yourself. It's one of my favorite quotes. So, yes, it's possible for us to work through all the lessons that we need to work through to know our nature and to see ourselves. But the other selves and the others in our lives really support this process to accelerate, to deepen, and they give us things that we couldn't just get by ourselves. Now, yesterday I talked about the process of knowing yourself through silence, through retreat, through returning only into your world. And I am a big advocate for understanding what is the balance between what you need in the context of solitude and what you need in the context of connection. So, as too much of either of them can drain you and be an energy leak. So, let's just talk about, in the beginning, the shift that you begin to make into a higher paradigm of relationships. So when you are ready to see yourself in a different way and learn different lessons, you magnetize to you different opportunities to see yourself and to perhaps activate frequencies or or see frequencies that you were already holding. So this is people coming into your life, right? Now, because I've been meeting a lot of people recently that I've been friends with for a while, or new people, one of the things I've been tuning into is, what is that thread that connects us in the invisible world? And what's at the end of this magnetism, right? So people are magnetized to you, or you're magnetized to people. And my theory on magnetism is that the degree of magnetism that you experience is a reflection of the potential to know yourself through the mirror of this other person. So magnetism and the force of it really is like a signal that reflects the potential to know yourself through this person. This is why you can be magnetized to somebody, and if you see inside of yourself what it is that that person brings up, and then you work on that, then you can feel, then that person either completely fades from your reality, or you feel none of the energy anymore, because it wasn't about the other person. It was about what they were able to show you about yourself. So you start to magnetize these different connections. And one of the things that you will be supported to clear is any ways that you are holding expectations that a new paradigm of soul-aligned friendship or partnership is going to be the same way as it was when you were in your conditioned identity. Now, this is one of the reasons that so many souls hold themselves back from really aligning with their soul family, their soulmate, their just the community that they're meant to be a part of, whatever it is. It's because you experienced a situation in the past where you weren't able to be who you truly were on every level, or you didn't perceive that you were able to be, whether that was like an actual thing or whether that wasn't, that was just a fear, it doesn't matter. But you did not experience that you could be your whole self. And you never experienced relationships that really nourished you, or perhaps they nourished who you were back then, but that level of relationship doesn't nourish you now. And because part of you doesn't want to experience the scenario or the way of relating that you had in the past that drained you, that didn't feel good, that perhaps traumatized you, we can create this protective layer inside of ourselves that resonates a vibration of non-openness towards other people. Can I get a look inside and see if you are truly open to your soul tribe, even though you're saying you really want to come into this next level of connection and relationship? And I want you to see, like, are you actually holding a frequency of non-openness somewhere? Are you? Like, tune into it, explore it, because it's so easy that we do, because we think we're not open because, okay, well, it's not going to be able to be the way that I want, or I need to protect myself from that bad thing that happened to me before, so I'm just not going to be open. Okay? So if you do not experience what you feel are your soul family in your reality, then this is the thing to look at. So, okay, number one, your openness and how, just your openness, right? Like, how willing are you? Like the vibration that you are holding around it. Is it truly willing? Is it truly open? Or is it protective and creating a layer of separation because you want to avoid some form of pain? So your openness. Now, the next thing is your trust in the process. Your trust that there are people out there for you, that I have a network of aligned souls who are meant to do this journey with me, no matter how different I am, no matter how much of a divergent I am, a lone wolf, black sheep, whatever it is. Can I connect to the trust and the knowing that whatever I'm meant to have in the context of friendships, collaborations, partnerships, whatever it is, that those relationships exist in abundance for me? Like, they cannot not. So there's the trust, the openness, and then there's the trust. The next is very similar to trust in the sense that it is a belief. So do you believe that it's truly out there for you? When I was single and on my last 40 days of silence, I was like, oh, okay, I'm tuning into a higher level of relationship. And I noticed a part of me that was like, nah, you're too weird. You're into self-realization, but you're also kind of earthy, and you like the cosmos and you like magic, and this is the way that you're a contradiction, and this and that, and like you have all these opposites, and it could just never be possible for you to just reconcile all of these things and bring out all these facets of you. And I was just like, excuse me, there are 8 billion people on this planet. I choose to believe that there is more than enough people in this world who resonate with me on the level that I'm on, particularly a partner as well, friendships too, communities. Like, I do not buy into any of this perspective that it's not possible, because there's infinite possible potential realities that exist as well, as well as the 8 billion people. And I can choose to activate whatever reality that I want to activate. So I might as well choose the one that I want, right? So can you really believe in the reality that you want? And can you perhaps get clear on what you want first as well? And then the next and last point, if you really feel like you are estranged from the soul family and you really want to bring them into your reality, or you feel like it's time for the next era of deepening in your friendships, it's important that you look at, are you being truly yourself? Am I expressing myself authentically? Am I bringing me forward, or am I not bringing me forward? Am I bringing forward something that isn't quite me? And when you bring in to your experience, like dynamics between people and like conversations or whatever that drain you or don't like enliven you, then that's an indicator of where you've stepped out of alignment. So pay attention to these cues. What drains you? What gives you life? What do you feel unavailable for? And start to make some shifts. And in order to really shift into this different phase of your relationship paradigm, sometimes there are some hard choices that you have to make. Sometimes there's some disentanglements that you have to have with unaligned individuals or unaligned ways of expressing yourself. And when you are shifting out of a dynamic with another person, something that you want to transmute, you need to look at your own self, your own energy. It's literally nothing to do with them. It's if you experience like that, whatever it is, I mean, obviously, like there's some situations where it's going to be a them thing. But you got to work on the you thing aspect and like clean it up on your side and really just like see where you own the vibration that creates this dynamic that is clearly not in alignment with where you're going now. Okay. And then own that, transmute it, transform it. Now, a lot of souls connect to their soul family when they start to share their message, share their truths, share their soul's work on the internet and with people around them. Because when they start to do that, you are pulling back the curtain on what you really are and you're beginning to activate these true vibrations of you. And then other souls in your world can be like, oh my gosh, they think like me and that's my soul family. And you can really have that connection with each other. But it only happens when you bring yourself out. How do you expect people to see you as who you truly are if you don't bring yourself out? Really, I do think that so much unfulfillment in friendship, relationships, and whatever it is comes because we are not connected to ourselves. We're disconnected from ourselves. We're abandoning ourselves and we're not advocating for ourselves and our own energy strongly enough. Like we have lost this foundational relationship with ourselves, and as a result, our relationships suffer. So every time that you upgrade this relationship to yourself, what you'll notice is that relationships with other people have the chance to go deeper and have the chance to support you on a greater level. Now, as you become more sensitive and more attuned, it can be really easy as well for you to want to protect your energy and just not be around people that drain you, whatever it is. And that is fine as well. But what I really want to give to you people today is to just like don't overly protect yourself so much that you block out the blessings and the potentially beneficial relationships that you could have. And there's so much power in us individuals who have the perspectives and the views that we have. It's so powerful when we come together from this place of infinite remembrance and recognition of ourselves and like what could be possible when we build foundations from this, right? What could be possible? And like the new earth and the new paradigm, all of this stuff is going to be built on the foundation of us having more elevated relationships, partnerships, and seeing the power of our individualness and like seeing how we can all work together. And it's not even about work, it's just banter and exchange and evolution. And yeah, we're all walking each other home, as Ram Dass says. So that is the journey. It's like a bit of a riff around really shifting into that next paradigm and just seeing the ways that we unintentionally don't allow it in and how we can shift that. Okay, guys, I'm sending you all so much love and I'll speak to you again soon.